Okay, so I've gone back, gotten some heat shielding, cleaned up all the wiring harnesses, so you can see right there I got my two Sumitomo wires hooked up to it. I would try to give a better explanation of how to wire it up, but honestly, it's just... I don't know if anybody else's bike is different, especially if you're in a different country. So this right here is a heat shielding from PEI, and it's right up to 2500 degrees. As you can see, we're kind of right around the engine area here. And because this bike gets so hot in the engine, definitely wanted to get that to wrap up the wires in. No sun's taking all the time to make it look nice and do a good job with the electricity, and then just have it melt all the pieces on you. So the big problem with mounting this thing is that if you look at this unit here, you see that arrow? That's going to have to go right here, and that has to face the front and be pretty level. So I've kind of sighted out a new spot to put it, and that's going to be right down in here. It's just in front of where one of the brackets mount in. It's kind of right by some other wiring harnesses, so it looks like it should be in a space that's pretty suitable. These just have electrical tape on them, and you don't really feel like the electrical tape's had stuff melting out of it. Anyway, there's a relatively flat spot, and I think with some zip ties we should be able to get this mounted up. I'm just going to try to work the cable back in underneath this other wire harness so that it's a little bit pulled tight and kind of more to the inside of the bike as opposed to the outside. Because this is actually one of the grommets where the side panel goes back in when we put the bike back together. Now, one thing that you want to check once you get to this stage, just to make sure you did all your wiring right, when you turn the bike on, both turn signals are going to flash on you. They'll flash twice, and that's how you know that the unit's activated.